Hello guys, welcome to Stock with Kings. In today's video, I have three stocks that I want to share with you guys, and I believe we have some potentials moving towards the upside with these three stocks that I'll be discussing with you guys today. And one of those stock is IONQ. This is a companies that if you don't have any idea about what the company does, this is the official website, so you can actually visit it and read about them to see what they actually do. And just for more information before you jump into anything, like it's always good for you to do your own diligence in terms of making, like doing some research before jumping into it. And I just want to do a quick breakdown of what they actually do. The ideal of this company is the fact that all what they does is they build and sell access to quantum computers, and these are the new type of computing designed to solve some complex problems. When I'm talking about complex problem, I'm talking about like some classical computing issues, and top companies that uses their services are these are the cloud providers like companies like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft, and Google. And I made a video about 2 weeks ago, and I told you guys that we're ready for a quick correction towards the downside. And I believe if you if you had listened to if you watched the video that I did about 2 weeks ago, I believe you would have made money if you took some action with this very play. Here's a video that I made. This was up about 2 weeks ago. I told you guys that we're ready for a quick correction once we hit this level of resistance around 47.26, and that we'll be having a quick correction towards the downside towards around 36, 39 thereabout at the support zone. And let me play this quick for anybody looking to make money towards the downside. And I'm talking about coming into next week and a week after that, like 2 weeks from now. As you can see, this is IONQ. This is a quantum computer. This company, they build all the quantum computers, and most of their clients are the top tech companies like Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. And the thing is, the company don't just buy, they don't buy their machines. They only rent them. So that means they rent them, in times of when they really need, you know, this kind of uh this kind of computers, in terms of cloud services. But another thing that draw my attention is because they have some government deal. Uh, they build the Air Force quantum computers for their research labs. So they have a lot of stuff, you know, like they have a lot of business deals, and I'm looking this stock going almost $100 to 150 coming into the next bull cycle. Currently, as you can see, as of last week, we were down around $25. And before we got down here, as of last year, this stock price was about 80. So what I was just saying in this video is I told you guys that we were gonna, have some sales coming into the downside towards the level of support around $39, which we did. And if I show you, this is the chart that I made. This is about 2 weeks ago when I made this video. We're around towards this level of we're somewhere around here around 48 dollars on these very stocks. And I told you guys that we're ready for a sell-off, for a quick correction in the next 1 to 2 weeks. And if you were to take that opportunity, you would have made money selling this stock towards the downside. If you're into option trading, maybe you would have gotten into a put, and you would have ride this price from $49 all the way to this level of support around 39 dollars. But I'm bringing this opportunity back today because I see more potential towards the upside. And another company that I would love to talk to, which I haven't talked about it here, is Sound. Sound is this is another tech company that specialize on voice assistants. Just like when you're using an iPhone, like you have Siri and all of those kind of voice, sorry, AI voice assistants. And all what they does is they build voice AI software that helps businesses in terms of making their services more active and more faster. Just look at it like when you go to places like McDonald's, Wendy's, and all of these places, instead of you talking to a physical human being and placing your orders, companies like this, they create those AI assistants, which they can actually take your orders and you know, and the production team will definitely receive those orders and they'll start making those, like preparing those orders for you. And not just for like restaurants, they build voice assistants for like EV vehicles, houses, like some houses where like you have to talk to this AI assistants for them to open a door, for them to do a lot of home choices, for you. So this is what this company actually do, and this is the official website if you're looking into investing into this company. I actually got into the stocks, that was 2023 when the stock price was around 19 cents to $1. And you know they've been beaten down to a good price range right now, which I'm seeing some momentum towards the upside. And another company that I would love to talk about is Roblox. I believe some of you guys have children and your kids they play games on Roblox. And Roblox is another good company where you can actually make money because they give a lot of people opportunities for them to build games or create their own games using their platforms. And their stock price was around almost $150 thereabout. And right now they are at a very good price range where I'm expecting some downside of it before some that's before some buying opportunities, which we're gonna jump into some of those uh some of those price range once I get into the chart. So this is your website where you can actually build. So if you're a developer or if you're into gaming or you have an idea on how to create your own games, then you can actually come here and create your own games on their platform. I don't know how the process works because I'm not into all of that, but I'm just here to make money best from, I'm just here to make money from the company. And like I told you, some of my technical analysis is for a long term, but you can actually make money. You can actually start seeing profit in terms of 2 to 3 months, depending on how the market actually reacts, based on the fact that right now we have a lot of uncertainties in the market. So opportunities like this will actually help you make money in the next 6 to 12 months. Like me myself, I'm a swing trader. Most of my trade I hold them for 6 to 12 months, and I don't really trade almost every day. I trade maybe one or two or three stocks in a month, or two, and I just wait, to take profit the next 3 to 5, 6 months to 12 months. So with all that being said, I'll jump into some technicals so that way I can tell you where I'm looking at some good opportunity. This is IONQ stocks, and like I told you guys from the previous video that I made that we were going to sell off, which we actually did, and we bounced off this level of support around 39.73 cents, and right now we are sitting around $46. What I'm looking at right now on the daily time, as you guys can see, this was yesterday when the price closed around. Um, we came up here to around 45 dollars from $41. So if you were to get into a call, you would have definitely made some money. And as you guys can see, we still have some gap right here sitting under here, which I believe at some point will definitely come down to back all the liquidity, like meaning some of the orders that were not filled because we had this gap, we had a gap when the market opened on this very time. So I believe at some point we're going to come back to grab some of this liquidity, some of the orders that were not filled. And but if we move into the weekly time, I'm looking at a bullish movement right here towards the upside. And I'm talking about maybe the next 2 to 3 weeks from now. If you're looking into making some quick cash, I believe this stock can actually make you that money. I'm looking from the next for the coming 2 weeks from now. Let's go to the 4 hour time. This is what I'll be expecting for the stock to actually do. I believe coming into next week, we have the potentials for us to retest this level of resistance around 49. dollars. And if we end up breaking this level, if we end up having an indication towards the upside on this stock, meaning that what I'll be expecting this stock to do, I'll be expecting us to break above this level of resistance around $49. If we end up closing maybe towards 49.50 thereabout, then that would be a good confirmation for us to retest this level of resistance around 50, like from around 50 to $54 would be my next price target for me to take profit on this play. So if you're looking into making money next week or a week after, then this would be a good opportunity for you to actually get into a call to ride this price from where we're currently sitting around $46 towards this 49, and if possible we could hit this level of resistance around $50, which that's what I'm looking to see before we either have a little bit quick pullback before moving towards the upside. But what I'll be looking at right now would be, this is what I'll be expecting this stock to do. Let me move to 1 hour. As you guys can see, this is a 1 hour time, and we broke this level of this is a level where I was watching for us to see just to see how the market was going to react towards this level of resistance. And as you guys can see, we broke this level of resistance, and this was an indication for me that we are ready to move towards the upside. And as you guys can see, we had this little pullback towards 43, and we end up pushing the price towards where we are currently sitting right now. And what I'll be looking coming into next week is for us to test this level of support. This is my target moving, for the next coming 2 weeks. I'll be looking to take profit towards this level of resistance around $49. And if we end up getting a rejection on this very level, then I'll be looking at the next opportunity towards buying again, where if we end up pulling back to this level of support around $36, then this will give us more momentum for us to push this price towards this level of towards this level of resistance around 50, like around $50 to $54 would be my next price target. But coming into next week and a week after, depending on how the market react, this is where I'll be looking to take profit. So if you're looking to make money on this, then this would be a good opportunity for you to actually make money before we go into a quick correction, uh, maybe the next 2 or 3 weeks from now. And another one that I really want you guys to pay attention is sound. Uh, this is sound. Sound is, let me go to the weekly time so you guys can actually see this full play. SoundHound, in 2023, I got into this price, into the stocks around, this was where I actually start investing into this stock. Then it was around 90 something cent. I think I got in around 93, 95 thereabout, and I end up selling around this level of resistance when we came up to $9. And I got into this play, and we ride this wave towards this level, which was around almost $25. As you guys can see, last year we end up coming up here to around $22, and we started coming into like, and we went into some correction. And currently, as you guys can see, I wanted to make a video about 2 weeks ago, but this actually skipped my mind because I actually got into this play. And if you guys were, if you guys already know the stocks, then I believe you would have made money from, buying a call from $5, and currently we are sitting around $9.56. But I'm looking at a good opportunity coming into maybe 3 weeks to a month from now if you're looking to make money on sound. And this is what I'll be expecting from this stock. Currently, right now, I think we've already made this big move, and I'll be waiting for a correction. As you guys can see, we end up closing this week above this level of resistance around $9.28. So this, for me, this is an indication for me. This tells me that okay, we are ready to move towards the upside. And as you can see, we had this correction and we bounce off right here. And this is a correct this is an indication for me. And what I'll be looking into would be a little bit pullback if we end up having a pullback coming into next week, which will be around this level of $8.50, would be a nice price range for us to get in again. Then ride this wave towards maybe $12, which will be my next price target. So if you're looking into making money on this, maybe for the next to a month right now, sound hunt will be a good opportunity for you to actually dollar cost average. And if you're not into like option trading, then you can actually buy the stock price and and hold it for the next 6 to 12 months, and you're definitely gonna make some money out of it. As you guys can see, this stock price was around $22 as of last year. And if we end up breaking this two level of resistance, which would be around $12 and towards $13, if we end up closing above this level, meaning that if we end up pushing this price and we end up breaking above these two level of resistance, then this will be a good opportunity. Any time this stock breaks this level of resistance and we have a quick correction, either towards $13.14 or towards $12.35, this will be a good opportunity for you to buy. Because from this very level of support at this very point, after we break this uh this resistance, this support level will be my next price target for me to ride this towards maybe the next 6 to 12 months. And I believe we have those possibilities to push this price towards 22 dollars, and possibilities for us to go back to retest the all-time high, which was around which was around 24 $25. So for me, this is a good opportunity if you're not someone that is looking to get rich tomorrow morning, because my kind of play is like 6 to 12 months. So opportunities like this are things that I really want to bring into your watch list. So in case you're looking into investing $1,000 or $500, or if you're looking into option, this would definitely cost you for you to buy like maybe 6 contracts. If we end up having a quick pullback towards $8.50, 35 cents, that would give you maybe with 1,300, you can actually get into the stock with maybe 7 contracts and just hold it there for the next um maybe for the next 7 to 12 months. And I'll be looking into taking profit on this stock, maybe late by the end of this year towards November, December, or January. That's when I'll be looking at us retesting this all-time high. But you guys already know, if we have some positive news coming into the market, then this price, we can definitely retest this price before June, July, which could be like 3 to 4 months from now, and if possible August. We could definitely revisit this all-time high. So I just want you guys to put this in your radar, so that way, if you're looking to make money on the long term, this will be a good opportunity for you to actually, start to dollar cost average towards this very price that we are right now. And the next one would be Roblox. This is a good play that I believe that we can actually make money, but you just need to have a plan. Because if you don't have a plan, it's gonna be hard for you to actually make money, in this stock market. As you guys can see right here, let me take my feet out. Um, this is on a weekly time, and what I'll be looking at right, as you guys can see, we've corrected, we've gone, we came into correction. This stock price was sitting around, came up here to around $150.40, and we started selling towards around $141. And right now, this stock is sitting around $45 right now. But what I'll be looking at right now, good price range to get into Roblox will be if we end up, I'm looking this happening maybe the next, like coming into next week and a week after. I'll be looking into buying Roblox if this price end up coming down to this level of support around $37. This will be a good opportunity for me to dollar cost, like to start buying the stocks. And if you're into option, this would be a good price range for you to start buying Roblox. And what I'll be expecting coming into next week, if we end up retesting this level of support around 37, and if possible, we could retest um, this level of support around $30. But I'm not looking at $30. If I see the price anywhere around $37, this will be my good price range to get into Roblox for a very long time, because I believe that we have possibility of us bouncing off this level. Why? That's because we have a lot of liquidity sitting here. So a lot of retail investors would love to jump into this play if the price end up coming down to this level of $37. So instead of buying around $45, it would be a good deal for you to get in towards this level around $37. And if we end up coming down more, then a good price range would be towards this $30. But me myself personally, I'll start getting into a buy range from anywhere around 37 to $35 range on this stock. And like I told you guys, I'm not a financial advisor, so whatever I'm saying here is not a suggestion for you to buy or sell any of these uh, companies. I'm just here to show you guys what opportunity I'm seeing in the market with Roblox right now and with other play. So if you're looking to make money, this will give you a good opportunity right now. And right now, you can even start buying if you're more into a long term, because I believe before 2027 then, 2027, then towards January, February, March, I believe we could come up to retest this all-time high around 145, and if possible, we could head towards 200 price range on Roblox. Um, Quickly, let's jump into and see what some analysts are predicting towards this whole stocks. As you guys can see, this is Momo. Momo is a good research site that you can actually it's a trading platform, but they have more more information that that would definitely help you make good decisions if you're looking into investing into any of these stocks. I know the video is almost 22 minutes, but it's not about the time, but it's about the information that I'm sharing with you guys. So if you can spend a little bit of your time to to watch this video, this will actually make you money. Just like when I call some sell position for IONQ about 2 weeks ago, it would have printed some money. And as you guys can see, analysts are predicting Roblox, Roblox price towards the next 12 months, heading towards maybe like $165. Sorry, yeah, $65 range right there. And as you guys can see, we have their earnings. Like they already had their earnings, which they miss out, but that's what is pushing the price towards the downside, because they had their earnings that was yesterday, and they did not meet the expected revenue of 1.7 billion, but they end up having about 1.73 instead of 1.74. So for me, if we end up having another leg down, that would be a good opportunity to get into Roblox. And another one would be this IONQ. As you guys can see, we have their earnings coming up. This is gonna be this month, I think next week. Then estimated revenue that they're expecting would be around 49.60 million. But as you guys can see from their previous earnings, this was 2025. Their Q2, they end up beating their earnings from the estimation of 17 million. They end up coming up with about 20 million. And for Q3 they beat their revenue from 26 million estimated revenue, but they end up beating around 39. And Q4 of 2025 they end up beating their revenue from 40 million to 61 million. So I'll be looking at this revenue, how they're going to play towards the revenue, and I believe if they end up having a good report, then I'm seeing this price even going towards uh maybe 60 to $70 range from where we are currently sitting right now, because they have a lot of government funding. When anything has to do with the United States, government, you know what that means. There's a lot of money that can flow into this very stuff. Now let's go and see what analysts are calling in terms of 12 months focus right from here. As you guys can see right here, they're calling this price, this stock price to hit about $100 maybe the next 12 months. So, and for me, if they have a good earnings, we could end up, you know, coming up to around 61, which would be the average in terms of what the analysts are predicting. And based on the technical analysis, if we end up having a good report, a good revenue next week, then I'll be looking into those levels that I call, from the previous, that's from the that's from this very video that I just made with this company. Um, if we end up having a good revenue, I believe we could have that possibility to break above this level of resistance. And any pullback from there, then we have opportunity to push towards the upside. So just keep this on your checklist in case you're looking to make money coming into the next 2 to 3 weeks. And another one would be Roblox. Sorry, Sound. Let's see what analysts are predicting because I believe their earnings is next week too. Yeah, they have earnings after IONQ, and that will be on the 7th of March. As you guys can see, they've been beating all their revenues, their Q2, their Q3, and their Q4. All the expected revenue, they beat all of it. So if they end up having a good revenue, then I'll be looking at Sound coming towards around $14 to $15 range. But just make sure whenever you get into this play, you should make sure that you use your stop loss because if they end up having a bad revenue, then I'll be looking into a downside. If you're into option trading, then it should be a good uh, range for you to play this towards the downside. Then let's check what the analysts are predicting about the stocks. As you guys can see, they're looking about the stock price retesting their, uh, coming up coming up to around $20, an average of $14. So if the earnings end up coming up pretty good, then I believe that we could definitely get close to either $14, which I believe if their earnings are good, we could. I'm looking the price almost about 16, 15, $16. And coming into 12 months, then I believe we could retest the all-time high, which was around $25 thereabout. So this is an opportunity that I wanted to share with you guys. So another thing, I just want to use this opportunity to thank you guys for watching my video. For those that like, subscribe into the channel. And I just want to say thank you guys, and I hope to make more videos with more opportunity. So don't sleep on these very stocks that I call today. So, that's all I have for you guys today, and I'll be looking to make more videos coming into tomorrow for a few companies that I'm seeing more opportunities to. Have a wonderful weekend.